especially the Vexana.
Yeah, we've been seeing the combos banned out by ONIC. In game number 1, after seeing the Kalea, they were the ones to ban out the carry. This time they don't think the carry's coming out, so they banned the Aurora. But yeah, 2 odd bans definitely. From game 1 it was carry, game 2 was Aurora. The only reason I can think of for those 2 bans is it does well with the Kalea, right? It's a Cho Aurora situation all over again.
That'll be enough though. They're gonna need a bit more than just an Aurora ban to kind of shut down the Kalea's playmaking potential. Even if NAVI goes for more burst damage, it can still be a valid answer. But no, they go for the Valentina right here. I'm guessing they're trying to deny a Lucas pick indirectly. And now if ONIC doesn't pick it, yeah, there's no way that NAVI can pick it themselves, but it's a good way to kind of take that Lucas out of the equation.
Okay, so far Valentina for X Magic as the crowd is just going wild right now. 4 picks, only 1 win for X Magic. So we are going to see if it's going to work out here for Coach Do. The last pick for NAVI is going to be the gold lane. Some of the options here that hasn't been banned. Can it go for more of a dive in Claude or a carry with a Kalea?
Perfect timing too, as they've just picked up the Gatot Kacha, right? So, I mean, we have been talking about the carry. We don't like to see the carry when there's no combo for the carry. But now that we see a Kalea is right there, I can understand why the Aurora was banned in game 2, why the carry was banned in game 1. They know what NAVI were setting up for.
They want an aggressive approach. They want to pick up potential there. And now, even if ONIC want to dive towards that carry and zone her away in the middle of a fight, the Phobius is in the way. And if the Phobius plays defensive, you think that Phobius is annoying aggressively, wait till you face the Phobius defensively, man. He is deceptively annoying to get past.
Game number 2, NAVI absolutely pummeled ONIC in game number 1. But this is ONIC we're talking about. They are called Sky Kings for a reason. Can they prove that the moniker is still there for them? Game 2 is beginning.
Will NAVI get their first match win in Season 15? That's the big question here as we get into Game 2. ONIC back on the natural ONIC composition.
All right, let's see how this plays out, man. Especially with ONIC respecting the playmaking potential. They're already going in immediately with 2 Purifies on Sans and Severo. Kibo is still rocking that Revitalize. He's trying to match the frontline sustain. I think now the frontline situation is a bit more balanced at least. But DQ Shy is going to have a lot more pressure in that EXP lane, man. Obvious. And it's a very oppressive laner. Looking at the emblems here, pull yourself together still for Cars. No issue there. Keyboy with the tenacity and the firmness, trying to main as a full-on frontline. Lutpi is the one with the Inspire, so look towards him to try and get the fight started, especially on the right members of NAVI.
2 Master Assassins on the gold lane, so we can expect this 2 gold laner to be very aggressive in the early game as Cars goes in.
Harry got level 4 though, Aether was already at CC. Chive walking up as well, Revitalize coming out as well, but Keyboy will be turned down by Chive. Kyrie taken low! A double for Chive. Purify from Sans, NAVI with a win early.
What happened there? Level 4 was on Kyrie, Aether still level 3, but it's won by NAVI.
The fact that they have the AoE and the healing, remember, it's about 180 EHP, 120 HP, plus about 10% of your max HP on that Kalea passive. So Karthos healing everyone in that fight, kind of swinging the tides in favor of NAVI, despite the fact that no ultimate was available. Now ONIC, they gotta be a bit more careful. They have to take the 1v1 fights, the small skirmishes, and a full-on like 3v3, 4v4. There's a chance that NAVI can take full control.
Okay, 4 Unshy, 4 on X Magic. Now it's a level for NAVI. Can they do it this time after the mishap in the 1 game earlier? Whoa, Kyrie.
3-man caught there. Cars able to flick around. PQ Shy with the info for Soup. That's a lockdown with a fist crack on Aether. Taken down. Lupi very low. And again, it's PQ Shy. Chive walking up. Sans, no Purify. NAVI winning out the battle once again.
What? This is not what I expected, man. ONIC pulled the trigger, but NAVI just responds beautifully.
That's BQ Shy on the case, man. The flicker wave there, knocking up 3 members. That was great setup. And now, Keyboy might get punished for this.
Good disengage. So clean. They got the turtle. That's what they wanted. X Magic had to burn the flicker, but they do not re-engage.
Ladies and gentlemen, Navi Nation, this is Navi. Real Navi that you're watching.
They're just playing it so neat, man. It's just like they know exactly what they require. And this is a replay here by the official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy A36 5G. Look at that knockup, man. And the fact that Cars got out of it too. Everything is played well for them. And at this point, the Phobias, remember, level 4 Phobias, you're just unkillable and you do a ton of damage if you're left alone. And that's exactly what happened, man. BQ Shy already on track to have yet another dominating game. And ONIC grouping up together here, trying to find a way to just find opportunities. But Navi is winning in the setup game too, rotation-wise.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Whoa.
Audience prediction.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. This is not something that you see ever in MPL Indonesia. Navi winning it out 55-45 against ONIC.
This is the first time in Season 15, I think, that Navi has won an audience prediction. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way,
Yeah.
but 55-45 against ONIC.
Just goes to show you that game 1 was that convincing.
Oh, wow.
And to go back to the BQ Shy earlier, I don't want to get ahead for myself here, Rashi, but there was like Kirk Dyron level of flicker play, man. Just for that play alone.
I mean, the fact that ONIC were also grouping up, not respecting the potential for that engage to come through, that's something they can't do, man. BQ Shy already has such a convincing look in game number 1. I feel like ONIC really have to start respecting it. The fact that he is one of the more consistent engage or aggressive tool here, aside from Cars. Because technically with Cars, they can kind of still respawn. But when all of you get caught in the middle of a big knockup by BQ Shy there, it'll be a bit more difficult. But look at this, whoa. Instant rotation by Navi.
Aether is 2 levels down, by the way, on Kyrie, so it's a bad fight to take if it's just a pure retry battle. Navi so confident, Aether getting full stacks, no one to find beat just yet. BQ Shy walks up on Sans Lupe! Fist back coming down as well! Yes! Who wins it out? SOD coming down as Aether looks for the stack, but won't be able to find it. Cars will flicker out now as BQ Shy gets pinned down, but goes back in with demonic force, and different pursuit that locks him down. Shiva looking for the last kill, Lupe getting away, Turtle for 2.
Oh, that looks very decent for Navi, but unfortunately ONIC just capitalized on the fact that they were grouping up in front of Lutpi.
Yeah, they allow Lutpi to try and get that engage. So it's a matter of who actually engages first. On top of that, Shive tried his best to kind of equalize right there, but the fact that he doesn't really do a lot of big AoE damage in a fight kind of limits the approach that Navi has. Shive can definitely melt someone down right now, but in a big team fight like that, with so many members participating, maybe the fight will really start favoring Savero.
Gotta wait for the items for Shive to be able to burst down this frontliner, because I think that's what happened earlier. Just the damage fell short for Shive in the range as well. Cars didn't go for that one.
Sans has purified Shive! Caught in the Lantern Flare! Kyrie gets that killing spree, walks back up and gets a double! Sans with the Crimson Beacon, BQ Shy forced to jump in! Spear of Misery, back Kai is on a triple kill!
Oh baby, it's a triple for Kai! And now ONIC is 2.3k gold lit up front against Navi. How the turntables?
Now the situation's falling apart for Navi here. They wanted to have that early game control, they wanted to use the Phobias, but due to unfortunate circumstances, BQ Shy now falling behind. Lutpi is the one that looks shaky in game number 1, but in game number 2, with the teamfight hero that he wasn't really all that known for, he's making great engages on his Padang.
Aether is 0-3-4. This is mostly has to do with the fact that Lutfi is there to always intercept him when he's trying to make an engage. He's not having a good time with the Joy right now.
He's not farming well either, by the way. Lutfi actually has more gold than he does at the current time.
Yikes.
So, and ONIC are going to try and push this advantage even more. They have the Sushin, they can be bullying like this.
Aether getting the full stack, so let's find beats coming down as well. That's Lutpi taken now. Keyboy will fall as well. Sans walking down to SOD, so ready. Sans bursted, forced to use the Crimson Beacon. And you can see the firepower of Navi when Shive gets the necessary setup.
This might be a eureka moment for Navi. This is the formula. Get the guy without the Purify. The Padang is there for you to burst, and you have a carry. And it worked.
All things considered, the ONIC were able to get the turtle, but again, at what cost? They were sacrificing members one by one, funneling them right into Shive's DPS. With that fight, he's actually secured that golden staff. Not at the Proximate Trinity yet, but he's pretty close. And Navi has kind of gotten control over the map back for now. The gold lead still is in the hands of ONIC, but they gotta be careful on how they want to engage. They had a good blueprint on how to win fights earlier. They gotta stick to it, man.
They play for Shive, man.
Yeah. Consider the top turret here, also the bottom turret, Savero. Does he want to go for more? The answer is going to be... He's still weighing on it. He goes for it.
Yeah, he was trying to be careful, just in case someone was waiting to try and punish him right there.
Okay.
So far, yeah, ONIC has a chance to use that macro pressure to try and equalize when it comes to control. Navi, though, they're getting scarier and scarier because, again, there's Purifies in the hands of Sans and Savero, but all things considered, the person that Cars is targeting is usually the frontliners that don't have the Purify.
Shive is up about 1k gold lead just now against Savero that's hasn't died once. 0-0-5, but 4 kills for Shive. So this bodes well for Navi.
There they go, and it's an all-in again. This time on a Keyboy. Locked CC. X-Magic pick up the kill. The first track will be able to lock him down. SOD! Savero coming out with his into electrifying beats. Kyrie and Savero wreaking havoc. And that will be another as PQ's Shy gets cut down by Kyrie.
That is ONIC for you. This is the ONIC that we're used to seeing. Only one guy left for Navi, and the Holy Shield is gonna be popping off for ONIC. This has been a productive time for the Porcupines.
Flicker for Savero. What is he sitting on? So much damage.
Savero right now with the Marksman Trinity completed, by the way. He's going to be outputting way too much DPS for Navi to stand in front of him. But that was so unfortunate. They had the right blueprint to win as well, and ONIC finally adjusted. One too many times they fought one, funneling one timer only on Ether. Whoa!
Brave. Nah, that's not
move.
brave. That's reckless. I'm sorry to say this.
A thin line for sure right there. Navi. Again, they want to have that controlled fight, and they're allowing ONIC, they're allowing Lutpi to find those big engages, and Savero, we talked about this man's Moskov. He's doing a great job doing extra damage onto Shive with the Spear of Destruction, but also following it up, ensuring that that marksman duel in damage output is won by the Moskov time and time again. Now with the Lord in the picture, it's gonna be too many questions for Navi to deal with reliably, right? ONIC can kind of force the issue and kind of force them to react to too many things at the same time.
Not the greatest wave play for Navi, but here they come. The Porcupines is striking.
Lord in the mid lane with a big charge down. Shive trying to deal with it. Another wave up top. Magic defense already going to be propped in as Aether. Is able to walk back still. 3 levels down on the Suyo. Up against the Suyo. Lord cleared in the mid lane. Another wave in the bottom lane. Holy defense not ready. It was already propped earlier by ONIC. They will deal with the waves here. And ONIC will just hover.
What was only 2k gold lead after Navi won the fight earlier, now ballooned to a 6.8, possibly more after this. This is really bad for Navi right now, overall. And now, they have a Moskov, they have the long lane plays here. But Aether once again, come on, man.
Gee.
Don't play with ONIC like that.
I mean, he's getting desperate for farm. Again, he is just struggling in the farm department. He had a Holy Crystal and it looked good, but that's only his second item. He's sitting on a Starlium and a Holy Crystal. On the other side, just for comparison, Kyrie has a Hunter Strike, a War Axe, a Blade of Despair, and a Malefic Roar. Alright, Kyrie's beating him by 2 items.
That's just not the way to go for Aether right now. And you normally see even, at least in 1v1s, Joy, he's gotta be having a better time against the Suyo, and now it's the whole different script. 7-1-3 for Kai as Aether actually tried his luck once again, and Kyrie still getting that one.
Here's a big question, man. Is it Geekable? Navi seems to be going for that hold angle, but they have a Valentina. They have a Phobius. Later on, maybe Aether can scale up really well with the items on the Joy, but really, they're only relying on Shive being able to melt someone down and stay alive. That's the big problem here. He can melt someone down, but can he stay alive after?
Boom! Aether jumping in. Oh, forcing a fist crack coming out. Aether taken out. No engage now. PQ Shy caught on the top spot as Sans walks with the Crimson Beacon. Needs one more Lantern Flare. PQ Shy falls as well. Cut down by Kyrie.
I don't know if that was a bait or he's just trying to give his life to ONIC. Seriously, it's 3 times by now. What? Why?
He's just not respecting it. And again, it might be desperation. It might be overestimation of his mobility. But ONIC, they've seen it too many times. They're already prepared to punish it almost immediately here. Now without two members, ONIC are going to find a window to try and take out this turret.
Free Lord, Kyrie soloing the Lord. And I agree with you, Sheffin. That was an odd initiation or opening from Aether.
058 is a KDA that you normally see on a roamer, on an XP laner, someone that initiate. Are you initiating with a Choi? Is that the plan here?
It seems like he was trying to. Right now, Saveros has full items, by the way, Malefic Gun and Wind of Nature. Let's see if Navi can defend.
Very difficult to defend right now. The piercing damage over to Shiva. You can see from Savero now. Aether taken very low. Fist crack from Ludpi. Even with the help of Cars, it is not enough. An equalizer from ONIC to take it all the way to a Game 3.
They're not letting them get their first win of the season. That was a 10K gold lead by the